Hey, Vic, a couple of things on injuries. Any concern on the seriousness of Reisner, Glasgow, or Patrick?
I'm not sure totally, Ryan, the serious number. I think Dalton just sprained his ankle. I think Graham's shoulder that he's been nursing and acted up again, and Tim sprained his foot.
Okay. Two more for you. On that last sequence there, how much thought into running another play with 9 seconds to go?
There was 7 seconds to go there, and we did run another play. We tried you mean with the before the field goal?
Yeah. Or
no, we just, we felt like the couple yards that we might get, Brandon was in a good spot there, and we just wanted to go in and didn't want to risk losing the time.
And on their last drive, Waller got free a couple of times. Could you see how he was able to do that?
Yeah, he just beat us and got open, and he's a really good receiver, and we had a hard time with him, pretty good bit most of the day.
Next one, Brandon.
Vic, how would you assess Drew's play and Jerry's bounce back game from last week to this one?
Yeah, very happy for Jerry that he bounced back the way he did. I thought he would. I thought last week's game, like I said, could be a defining moment for him that he needs to come back from, and he obviously did that, so very happy for him.
And then that's my Drew too. Sorry.
Yeah, Drew, I thought played well. He was 24 of 39. We had over 300 yards, no picks. We didn't turn the ball over, so I thought overall Drew played good football.
Next one, Nick.
Yeah, Vic, last year obviously won 4 out of your last 5 and headed into the offseason with a lot of optimism. Obviously not the same record you guys wanted this year, but do you kind of carry that same optimism into this offseason? And if so, what kind of fuels that?
Well, I just think the optimism comes from, getting a bunch of these guys back that have been injured and missed a lot of time. That will be a good place to start. I think we have a lot of young players that got valuable playing time that will grow from this. From them being able to watch cut-ups and filming themselves for over 16 games, they'll benefit from that greatly. And we'll have the second year of our offense in there, that these guys will be able to grow into even more.
Next one, Jeff.
Vic, on their touchdown drive, they get to the 1 and you guys called timeout. I was just wondering what happened there.
Yeah, wasn't sure what personnel they had in there, and I wanted to make sure that we had the ideal personnel in there for us. And with that little time left, I just thought it was important there to burn the timeout so we were straight in what we were doing and what they were doing.
And then did they tweak something as the game went on to get some of those guys free on their last couple scoring drives?
Not really. They've got a really good passing game, got a good quarterback, good guys to throw to, and they ran a lot of the same routes they've been running all year.
Thanks, Mark Izzo.
Can't fault the effort in the last game of the season, but you came up short again. How much in retrospect do you think the lack of a regular preseason, off-season preparation affected your young team? And what does it need most to improve despite just being a year older?
Yeah, I think it had a negative effect, but, all 32 teams had to deal with it. We are a young team, so it probably had more of an adverse effect on us than some of the other teams. So I don't think there's any two ways about that it was negative in that regard. And I forgot your second question there, Mark.
Mark, go ahead.
Okay. In addition to being a year older, for Drew and everybody else, where does this team need to – is it just a matter of being a year older, finishing games, or is it something more than that this team needs?
Well, I think moving forward, the biggest thing that will help is getting our guys back that have missed a lot of defensively today. I think I say we have 12 starters on defense because the nickel position plays a lot, and I believe we were down 8 of those 12 starters for us. So to get those guys back will be a big jolt for us, and then for these young guys to improve. That we played a lot on both sides of the ball, and just another year of maturation.
Got time for a few more. Next one, Eric.
Coach, a couple for you. The turnovers, what was the difference there in terms of forcing them today versus the rest of the season?
Well, we had some big hits that jarred the ball out twice, which was great to see. Got a couple picks, one from each of our safeties that were good to see. It's rare that you lose a game when you are +4. I'm not sure what the stats are, but it's really, really high. And, just kind of the way it's been, we've just haven't been able to finish games when we have the lead the right way. We've protected the lead defensively in 4 of our 5 wins. We had to go out there and preserve the win, and we did. We've had some other ones where we didn't. We needed to do better when we had the ball on our last drive. We went out of bounds there. We had a penalty which hurt us. So those are the things that we got to improve on.
And then just wanted to get your thoughts on honoring Floyd Little today.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Floyd was a great player. I remember him when I was a kid watching him, and he was one of my favorite players growing up. So great player, sad to see him go, and one of the all-time great Broncos.
Next one, Troy.
How does your assessment work in the offseason then, Coach? Do you let it breathe for a week or two like I think you did last year? Do you jump right in to start making assessments as you try to, you're obviously going to make some personnel decisions. How does that work now?
I think we're going to work the next few days and then take some time off, with the COVID restrictions and everything. They're going to close our building down for most people for at least a week or two. So, and we'll get back at it at that point.
Next one, George.
Yeah, Vic, Justin had his 5th interception this season today. How important has he been for you guys, and how much will you advocate to have him back next season?
Well, Justin's a great player. We all know that. We love him. He's definitely a guy that we want back in all of our plans, and just love to have him. He plays good. He's a good person, and we all want him back.
Final 2, Zach and Michael. Go ahead, Zach.
Hey, Coach, thanks for talking with us today. What did you think of Michael Ojemudia's game, especially the 2 big hits he had?
Yeah, those are great big hits to see him get there. He's another guy that, I think will improve from this season, just from, being put in the fire there. He was a guy that missed a lot of training camp besides all the other stuff that everybody missed. And I think Michael will be a good player moving forward for us.
Final one, Michael Spencer.
Hey, Vic, I know Jeff asked you about the timeout before the 4th and 1. The play after that when they're going for 2, what happened there? It looked like from the TV they were a little confused on their sideline before you took that timeout.
Yeah, we just wanted to make sure that, we knew exactly who they had in there and how we wanted to play it. Thought it was more valuable at that time to use that timeout than I would have liked to save it, obviously. But, the game at that point, you think's coming down to that 2-point player now.